Shalom RNC, RJC. You will hear, we heard all the American Jewish people and not Jewish people, and here I am to represent some voice of Israeli American. I was born in Israel. I was raised as a proud Sabra, and I'm very much, two of my children are living in Israel. My grandchild is serving now in a combat unit. So as a grandmother, I don't sleep at night. And yes, it's when your son is in the army or your grandson is in the army in Israel or any place, you don't sleep at night well. My claim, everybody here is an army hero, so my claim to fame is that I served in the Israeli army. And I was not in Afghanistan. During Yom Kippur, I worked as a scientist, as a soldier in the Israeli army. But I know how to shoot because I had to study this for a few months, the training period. So even now, lately, I'm starting to think to get licensed to shoot. I want to tell you, as an Israeli, as a daughter, a first generation after the Holocaust, my parents came from Poland, and most of the family was murdered there. I have something called, I see it on the wall. Everything was clear to me for most of my life. There is a famous song by a German priest, pastor. He said that when the Nazis came and picked the Jews, he was not a Jew, so he didn't say anything. Then he continued, and in the end he said, when they came to take me, to prosecute me, there was nobody there to protect me. There is our famous Elie Wiesel, who was a very good friend of mine. He said that the opposite of love is not hate. The opposite of love is indifference. He remembered how the world was indifferent when they killed Jews. He remembered that everybody loved the President of America, FDR. All the Jews loved him, and he wouldn't let the Jews that escaped the Holocaust enter America. The British mandate in Israel didn't let the Jews come. Just 15,000 were allowed to come. All Europe, most of Europe, wouldn't let the Jews be there. There was the famous St. Louis boat. If you heard, or there is a movie about this boat, I think it's something of the Devil, St. Louis, or Google the name St. Louis boat. 900 Jews boarded this boat. They got permit to arrive to Cuba. When they arrived to Cuba, the Cuban government didn't let them go down. And then they went to New York. Roosevelt didn't let them go down. I think one person jumped from the boat. Then they went to England. And from the 900 people that were on the boat, England took 300, thank God. Then they had to come back to Europe, and the 600 that were left went to the concentration camp. Out of them survived just 300. There is a museum that was following all their names and were telling the people who survived and who know. Why I want to say, look at the United Nations. All these years, we see that they are all the time having special meeting to condemn Israel, just Israel. 134 or maybe more, just condemning Israel. And we all saw it, everything is written That's what I say, that we don't pay attention what it's going. We don't go to the street. We should have gone to the street much earlier. During the Holocaust, the people should go to the street. Hey, they are burning the Jews, let them go in. But easier to be calm. And me, as an Israeli and American, I don't like this peace, this indifference of the people. We all have to wake up. So in Passover, most of us here Jews, we are ordered to teach our children about the miracle of leaving Egypt, from being a slave to be released, and to walk 40 years in the desert till we enter the land of Israel. In Passover, and every year since I remember myself, my family in Israel, and later on my family in the States, we are celebrating the Passover. And one of the most famous songs in Passover, I'll say it in Hebrew, I may sing it, והיא שעמדה לאבותינו, שבכל דור ודור עומדים עלינו לכלותנו, והקדוש ברוך הוא מצילנו מידם. Every generation, they are trying to kill us. So we are already warned each year, every generation they are trying to kill us. And God is saving us. Listen, during King David time, there were around 10, I have to be shorter, so I will be more shorter. So just, I want in one sentence, everything is clear, it's known for all the time. We were warned that we will have to fight for our life. We were 9 million during King David. The Chinese were also the same number. Look how many the Chinese are. Look how we are. So we have, first of all, we were warned. We are all the time in danger. Okay? And what I suggest you, register in Google, find it, red alert. The red alert in Israel is warning you where is the alarm. Alarm is going in near Oz, alarm is going in Nahal Oz, and alarm is going in Metula. This red alert tells you rockets are being thrown on this area. So every day, and the world doesn't, one rocket in New York, you know what would be? We had thousands of rockets all the time. Even when I was in Israel, I had to go to the shelter. So our fate is so dangerous. And here we have a president that have already proved that he is committed to Israel, that already proved us that whatever he is promising, he will do. And he sees it deeper. He sees what I see. The world is against us, and we need a good friend. He promised Jerusalem and gave Jerusalem. He promised Golan Heights. He kept, I like to say, promise kept. Okay? He gave us the peace agreement with the Arab, and he gave us the, I say Golan, Jerusalem peace agreement, and he withdrew from the Iran deal. He is our best friend. He will save us. And I'm eagerly waiting for him to enter the White House and to save the Jewish people. They will try to save themselves, but we need America, and we need President Trump, that I am honored to call my friend, and maybe he is honored that I am his friend. So we'll see, Mr. President. The stage The stage is all yours. Thank you.